Alright, guys, how fast can we do this TWAB? This week in Destiny, July 3rd, 2025. This week in Destiny, we have more details on the Edge of Fate on July 15th. So today we are talking about uh, the upcoming weapons tuning as well as the economy changes. Don't forget about the developer stream from Tuesday, the gear tiering dev insight article from yesterday. We had a live stream on Tuesday, a new Ride of the Nine challenge announcing world's first host. GCX, here we go. Kepler restricted brief, weapons power economy, D2 open access, Bungie days almost here. Thank you for watching, guys. That was the stream. You guys seen it on my channel. Subscribe, Edge of Fate. You guys know the details of that. There's a new seasonal thing. They're talking about the fire team ops. Just summarizing all this for you guys so you don't have to read all this. Going through the fire team ops. If you guys want to know more information on that, go check out my video. Ride of the Nine final update. As we move into the final 2 weeks of Ride of the Nine, we wanted to share some updates coming in the closeout with a bang. So I believe they're going to get like double loot, guys. Additionally, we prepared the Edge of Fate. 2 servants of the Nine are bringing gifts to Guardians. Both Xur and Emissary will be desirable. Exotics will be part of the featured gear day 1 of the new expansion. Non-area engrams, stuff like that, guys. Current week prophecy is featured with increased rewards. Until July 15th, players can earn non-area engrams. Starting July 1st, players may purchase non-area engrams 350 manifolds, up to 20 during Ride of the Nine. Starting July 8th, players will be awarded additional non-area engrams. Palooza is going to be coming July 8th through the 15th. Increased currency rewards, even more loot, final boss chests when completing all encounters. A new challenge appears. What is this, guys? This is something new, right? We also have the Ride of the Nine dungeon. Hurrah. Before we dive into the new expansion, the team at the Destiny Track are running 2 weekends of challenges around Prophecy and Inspire the Watcher to wrap up Ride of the Nine. July 4th, 6 PT, complete Prophecy in training mode as fast as you can. And July 11th through the 13th, complete Inspire the Watcher as fast as you can. Solo, duo, or full fire team, you can win prizes such as silver, one of the 9 Star Horse inspired headphone holders, fabricated by Hinch and Scrap. Ride of the Nine theme PC unit created by Overkill. Wait. Let's see this.
I've crafted an absolute gaming beast. This entire setup you see here comes with a high-performance gaming PC, the monitor, keyboard, and mouse. And stick around because I'm about to drop a game-changing secret that'll skyrocket your odds of winning this dream rig. But first, let's dive into the jaw-dropping hardware specs and everything.
How long is this video?
This entire epic setup. Get ready to dominate.
I just want to see the
502X mouse for pixel perfect precision. This giveaway rig isn't just future-proof, it's future-proof with flair. Don't miss out on the free entries available below, but if you really want to stack the odds in your favor, here's
okay, let's hit this guy up.
Snag the free entries below. Then
alright, world's first race is back. Guardians, we have a new raid ready for July 19th, and you know what that means. There will be a new world's first race. The most capable teams around the globe will conquer the conquest mode, difficulty, and fight to be the first team to complete the raid. We're excited to confirm we have partnered once again with the wonderful CB Gray and Evan F 1997 to bring the raid race to action. Live from Bungie headquarters this time. Stay tuned next week's TWID for more information on what channels to follow, the schedules, international hosts we will support, and how you can earn beautiful Power Hues emblem you can see below. Wow, guys, you're gonna have to watch CB Gray or Evan F, and they're gonna have that emblem for you guys. That is how you're gonna get it. So check out wherever they're gonna be at. That's where you get the emblem. The Twitch drop will be there, and they're gonna be hosting the world's first raid race, right? Yeah. So that's how you get that emblem, the Power Hues emblem. All right, Bungie at GCX. You guys know I don't really know much about this GCX stuff. You guys can pause it if you want. There's an emblem though, so let's see this. Yeah. Find out more about GCX, how you can also score the exclusive Fight Stick emblem through GCX channels and websites here at gcxevent.com. So click on that gcxeventthing.com, guys. You guys can get this crazy emblem. Wow, that looks sick. It has like a Joy-Con and some buttons and stuff. That's tight, like retro looking, arcade like. All right, brief 001. Vanguard Kepler restricted. All points bulletin dispatch contains restricted information on fire teams will purge the data upon closure. Aliski House, unknown fungal symbiosis. Hazard, standard Alisni arrangments, mines, traps, strand spear, stasis screen, telepathically reptive, heightened reaction and subdued pain. Intel. House of Exile prominently remains the other houses defeated in the target. However, according to the cryptography key, I don't know what they're talking about. I think they're talking about a lot of lore right here, guys. You guys can pause it if you need to. I don't want to go too far into all this lore, but yeah. I think it's part of the new expansion, I believe. And they're talking about Kepler is what I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Kepler. So yeah, they're going to have some new abilities. Wow, look at that skybox, guys. Is that a black hole in the skybox? That's tight if it is. Yeah, they undergone fungal symbiosis with local fauna. It is known how this happened. The fungus appears to feed from the dark matter of the singularity, the exiles of the river of the heart of Kepler. I see. Rever at the heart of the Kepler. This appears as some sort of stylistic hierarchy along with the exiles, while actual authority of size, shape, and unique features of fungal growth sported on their armor hosted within the impact relationships, respect, blah, blah, blah. You guys know the details. This is, I don't want to go into too much information, but pause it if you guys need to right there. Boom. There's some lore for you guys. Weapons tuning for the Edge of Fate. You guys know we're going to be getting some weapons tuning. We're trying out something new for Destiny on machine gun stage reloads. Machine guns generally have very long reload animation times that can be punishing while canceled. Added several checkpoints from which animation can be resumed if it is interrupted mid-reload. This is a feature we are rolling out on machine guns first. Stage reload places checkpoints in the reload animation. When a player cancels a reload animation and starts it again, it will resume from the latest checkpoint. That's nasty. Thank you, Bungie. Alright, Glaive's projectile changes for Glaives and Heresy, generally very positive archetype, but ended up opening up a small window where he actually nerfed to weapon projectile performance, particularly the short range and PvP. We've made some adjustments. Reduced projectile tracking strength at very close range to avoid behavior that made projectiles less accurate. Perks. Increased the amount of ammo transferred per activation from 10 to 25%. Reconstruction. Paracausal affinity. Added a visible timer to the buff. Kinetic tremors. Decreased the shots activate on certain weapons and subfamilies. High impact auto rifles require 9 hits, down from 12. Aggressive high impact scout rifles require 5 hits, down from 6. Hand cannon subfamilies have received specific tuning. And adaptive hand cannons require 5 to 6 hits now. Precision hand cannons are unchanged, will require 6 shots to activate. 1-2 punch. Now we're with all melee abilities, perked active time increased from 1.22 to 3 seconds. Attrition orbs. Increased perk progress by 20% across the board. Reduced. Attrition orbs getting a buff, big buff. Reduced perk progress by 80%. Yeah. Eager edge. While active, melee search angle is now reduced 50% at the start of lunge range and by 80% by lunge range. This requires the player to look more at the target to strike, improving target acquisition in PvE and requiring more direct look in PvP. Chain reaction. Red link created by a weapon perks will no longer activate detonation of chain reaction. Chain reaction Dragonfly. These perks currently deal different amounts of damage on different targets based on the type of weapon that activates on the perk. In many cases, these makes these perks even worse on the weapons that do not use them well in the first place. It's harder to get a precision kill with a submachine gun than it is a hand cannon, but Dragonfly also deals less damage on submachine guns activate. We want to we want perks to feel stronger in different weapon types, so such how often weapon gets precision kills rather than unintuitive kills. Chain reaction, Dragonfly, Firefly no longer use weapon archetype scaling against combatants. Instead, use a new perk damage scaling that is more normalized between different weapon types. This buffs many weapons with these perks against most targets. Here's some of the biggest winners for these chains. Fusion rifles deal 41% more, 43%, 47% with Dragonfly. Yeah, they're just buffing that stuff. Hand cannons increase the transparry. Hand cannons will deal 20% less Dragonfly and Firefly to major command sniper rifles. 8% less Firefly and Dragonfly. Oh, wow. They're nerfing that or what? Champion interaction changes. You guys can pause it if you need to. Uh, they're gonna fix these champions, I guess. I don't know what's going on with that. Exotic weapons. Last stand bonus active when running solo and PvE activities. Players can charge guidance ring. Hierarchy of needs guidance ring. Blah blah blah. You guys can check that out. Dead Man's Tell. Each stack of the cranial spike now grants 3.4 damage. Max 17 of stacks plus 1 round reloaded. Duality. Added a secondary activator for a black on black wings. Now gives a buff for landing the most pellets on the target. Navigator. When the user has woven metal, increase damage in PvP by 5% and PvE by 25%. Increase ammo regeneration stat. Wicked Implement. Now is a rapid fire RPM. Now takes an additional hit to start slowing to freeze to account for the faster rate of fire. Increase magazine size to 20. Now intrinsically anti-overload. Heart Shadow. Increase ammo reserves. Reduce cost of heavy attack 3 from 4. Defeats while shot in the dark or active make you invisible. Once more. World Line 0. Increase lunge distance from heavy terrasect attack by 3 meters. Remove the ability to chain 2 blink attacks back to back. Added an effect defeating a target with terrasect allows the terrasect again for a short duration. These extra blink attacks cost less ammo and consumes less guard energy. Devil's Ruin. Remove fire on release behavior. Beam is now behind special reload. Kills with this weapon make fire sprites. Picking up fire sprite enables a special reload. Beam on scorches on hit and ignites on kills. Increase magazine size to 20. Now intrinsically anti-unstoppable. Really good. Tommy's Matchbook. Adding burning screen effect while the player takes damage from the ignition trigger. Other players who are taking self-damage ignition will now have a burning effect surrounding their model. Ignition trigger. The HUD buff now appears as the bar while ignition trigger is active in the bar. Blah, blah, blah. Heat sink. Hip fire damage decreased to 50% less damage than the ADS. Self-damage previously 33% less damage. Catalyst. Improve health regen. Now final blows while ignition trigger grant cure ×1 to the user. Scorch on hit unchanged. Wait, is that like a buff? Alright, Winter Bite. Reduced enhanced melee with ammos by 20% versus bosses from 50%. This is to account from the receive the bonuses, blah, blah, blah. Anti-changes. You guys can see that. Nothing too crazy. Anti-champion changes. Regarding PvP. For those looking for PvP tuning numbers, we're aware that the math in terms of balancing around fixed health values and now new weapon stat damage bonus, we now figured we have our finger on the trigger and we are aimed a number of targets, but we want to make sure that the weapon perks we choose to tune and become balance issues instead of preemptively nerfing a bunch of builds playstyles before you are even able to try them out. Once it is known how realistic it is to achieve certain stat combos and what trade-offs those splits enforce, we'll have more complete picture to determine the problematic these builds actually are in the Crucible. We'll be watching, gathering your feedback, and we're standing ready to adjust necessary. Looks broken to me. Power in the Edge of Fate. We're reimagining Destiny 2's core experience. It comes with a refreshed version of player power. We already know this. Power band. Yep. I don't know what that is. You guys can pause it if you need to. I don't want to spend too much of everyone's time. Seasonal bonus power. get, just like before, you guys can get some seasonal bonus power from the artifacts and stuff. There's no longer no limits on how much progress you get, I guess. Bonus power and rewards. I kind of want to find this stuff out when this stuff comes out, but you guys can pause it if you need to. Infusion. They're going through a lot of stuff, guys. This is a lot for me to go through. Quality of life changes, guys. With the Edge of Fate, Power Climb should be more intuitive than ever before. Just quality of life stuff, guys. Pause it if you need to. Economy updates on the Edge of Fate. Armor Master working. Armor 3.0 Master working. All that stuff, guys. It's just going to be crazy, guys. It's going to cost you the 300 Glimmer for level 1. The higher the level, the more Glimmer it'll cost. And that's just tier 1. Look how much tier 5 will cost, guys. 12,500 Glimmer. And there's the exotic armor. Tier 5, 8,500 Glimmer. Yeah. Destination materials. These are some of the new stuff that we're going to be picking up. Or some old stuff. Vanguard, Ops, Onslaught. Yeah, Zavala ain't going to have that for you no more. Nightfall weapons. Legacy rituals. Vendors, reputation tracks. Zer will no longer sell legendary armor in the Edge of Fate. All Zer's legendary armor will move to Ada 1. Oh wow. Zer will now sell 2 exotic armor pieces per class per week. Once will be existing pool of exotics that XVR has always sold. One will be the Beyond Light, Witch Queen, Lightfall, Final Shape pools. Players must own the expansion of these exotics associated to purchase them from Zer. Zer will continue to sell Catalyst, blah blah blah, off the sub-menu. Zer will sell exotic class items every week. Players will need to acquire an exotic class item from Dual Destiny or before Zer will allow players or FOTL. I don't know what FOTL is. Zer will sell 9 legendary weapons per week. Zer has had Brave Arsenal. Zer has a Legacy Nightfall Trials weapons added to his inventory. Zer had weapons from Echoes. Dude, Zer got a big change. Rare chance at adept weapons. Standard weapons cost 17 strange coins. Blah blah. Zer has legendary comp Crucible in his inventory. Weapons. Zer will no longer sell Nightfall Ciphers, Gambit engrams, Crucible engrams, Vanguard engrams, upgrade modules. Ada will be offering up to 20 Threader bounties per season. Ada's inventory legacy armor will cost 1,500 Glimmer. They're just updating these guys at the tower, I guess. Reputation rank from the track has been removed. Bounties no longer provide gunsmith reputation. Dismantling gear no longer provides gunsmith reputation. Banshee will no longer sell upgrade modules. Gunsmith engrams have been removed from the game. Legacy weapons will cost 1,500 Glimmer, 3 enhancement cores. Rahul the Cryptarch reputation ranks have been removed. New exotic armors of the Edge of Fate will be unlocked via completing legendary campaign, not through Rahul. Rahul is not hooking you guys up no more, you guys. Unlocked per class. Novel focusing exotic armors past expansion will be available to players immediately, with no need to decrypt engrams to unlock. Remain the same focusing. Blah blah. Ghost mods. Syrian ciphers. Destiny 2 expansion open access. Do you have a few friends interested in Destiny but hesitate to make the jump? Good news. Let them know about the Destiny 2 open access weeks. Starting July 8th, next Tuesday to July 22nd, all currently available Destiny 2 expansions, as well as all 3 available episodes, will be available for free to all support platforms. And then the cherry on top, all these currencies, gear, title, triumphs, cosmetics are earned during the open series to keep as yours. It's almost Bungie Day, guys. We're partnering with Twitch Summer Rewards campaign to bring some fresh new emblems on the road to launch from 12 a.m. PT on July 7th, Bungie Day, yay, until 12 a.m. PT on July 15th. Gift a sub to a Destiny 2 category to receive a pixel perfect emblem. So maybe like a streamer or something. Even me, I think you can get this emblem. Pretty sure. Because I'll be a part of the Destiny 2 category. That's tight, guys. It's like the final shape in 8-bit in pixels. Last but not least, look out for the Bungie Day sale, blah, blah, blah. Updates, content, vault updates. You guys know the gist. Astral Drake helmet update. I don't know about that. You guys know the artist of the week. This TWAB is just too much, guys. Movie of the week. Edge of Fate of the year. Prophecy of Whole will bring the system and change the favorite video game. We said before a few times already, but it's still true. So let's just add something more this time. We better understand everything. You're going to play the test it. Words going to give us. The good thing is that we're almost there. Only 12 more days before you set foot on Kepler and discover all the secrets. Bring your best Fashion Guardians Destiny 2 community team. So yeah, guys, that's the TWAB. We basically just went over a bunch of new emblems coming out, quality of life improvements, exotic changes, weapon changes, new stuff coming. It's just a lot of stuff, guys. We're going to have to really dive into it to see if these changes are for the better or for the worse. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you all for being here, and thank you all for showing up. Peace out.